Good morning, dear students. I hope you're all enjoying your days, okay? Studying, especially writing essays, okay? We were looking at essay writing in the last class. We went up to part 3. Today we are going to look at part 4, essay writing part 4. Today we are going to basically learn about kinds of essays, the various kinds, types of essays that we normally come across to write depending upon the topic. Essays are basically expressions of one's feelings, thoughts, ideas, certain events and incidents or happening that had happened in somebody's life or that you heard about, or certain dreams of people, certain expressions of emotions, okay, certain experiences like this. These are all the basic concept from where an essay develops, or the basic reason behind an essay are these kind of things. The writer, the author, reflects, sending his imaginations, okay, and then what he feels about maybe sometimes, okay, writing. This comes as essays or poems or novels, short stories and things like that. Okay, this is how the basic concept of, and this don't forget to understand the fact these are all different types of communication. See, a feeling that is there in a person's mind, or thoughts, or certain new ideas that, or certain experiences or events that he come across, that is being explained, expressed, communicated through the form of writing, and others read it and they understand. Okay, and that's how the concept of essay writing comes. Now, in that we have, based on all this, say about 5 types of essays to deal with. I have written here one after the other in different classes. We will be seeing about it. The first one is narrative essay, about which today we will deal in detail. And then the second one is descriptive, giving a description about something or some situation or whatever it is. Then reflection, reflective essays, okay, thinking, a person's thought about a concept, about a topic, about a reality. That is what is reflective essay. Argumentative essay. Many of you know, I would have told you in the class also, this is a written form of debate, very easy to understand. That's what you should, that I'm trying to tell you. The what you call merits and demerits, strength and weaknesses, positive or negative aspects of a topic. Let's say, for example, okay, should we in this season of corona, should we allow children to come to school or not? Okay, so either you support yes, we should allow children to come, or you say no, they should not come. So that's how it takes the argumentative form, but you are supposed to take only one side of it. You cannot say both side of it. Okay, that you should keep in mind. Otherwise, it is, not otherwise, it is very similar to written form of the arguments of a debate. Okay, the topics that discuss the question and the answers that come up in a debate, they go regarding a particular topic. If it is in a written form, that is called argumentative. Then the short story. Short story can be either based on a storyline or an imagination, or you have another type of essay when you come into the board exam, which is called the picture comprehension. A picture is given that, and then the author, like you students who write about it, looks at it, observe the things, and then develop a story about it. That way can be there, or based on a storyline. This narration also sometimes could be like a story, because on an incident, on a storyline, or something that happened, on that a person is writing. So that can be, it can be first person writing where the author himself was present, or writing about something happened to somebody else. So today we are going to look at this narrative essay in today's class. The success of a narrative essay writing remains basically on The power of the imagination of the writer. The power of imagination. When I say the power of imagination, what I mean is that how much in real sense, how much in reality can you be close in your thoughts, in your imagination with the actual thing. How genuine you can be. How genuine you can be in your imagination with the reality. That is what when I say the power of imagination. Be in somebody's shoes now. Exactly how much can you relive, or in your thoughts how much can you come closer to the reality. It is that what makes your narrative essay more successful or more a good one, a better essay. To do that, we cannot explain certain things that would not happen, or that we cannot think that would not happen in the world. So a bit of reality, a touch of realism has to be there. You cannot make something like a bolt from the blue. When you say something about a person or a place or a situation, people, the reader should be able to believe, there was something like that. There is a possibility, something like that. In the last class, when I was, the class that I was taking some time back, I was telling, think of an aeroplane coming or a helicopter coming, and a very old woman who was sick taken to this one, jumping into the plane or to the helicopter thing. It's not possible. Okay, something. Or I was talking about a place which is in the mid-air somewhere, fine, hanging, and people go up and down on a particular ladder that has been made, which has got thousands of steps, and people who can climb up to there only can reach there, and this and that. We cannot make such kind of things. Okay, something, of course we are writing a story, it is out of our imagination, but our readers are people from this earth, so they should be able to believe. Some of you, I don't know if you remember, when I am directly in your class, sometimes when I catch some students for telling lies and things like that, I used to tell me some believable lies. You are anyway telling me a lie to escape some punishment, so tell me a lie which I can believe so that you will escape from your punishment. Like that, you should tell some believable stories. You should tell some believable stories. So, a touch of realism has to be there, something close to reality. When you explain about a situation that happened, an incident that happened, okay, or you are talking about people, you cannot explain about people whom you cannot imagine to be existing in this world. That is not possible. So you have to talk about some people whom you can believe about. Or talking about a place, as I told you. Okay? You cannot think of a place, or you cannot explain a place, you cannot narrate about a place which most likely not possible to be on earth. Then who will believe in our stories? Who would be interested in reading our stories? So that will not work. Okay? So making all this is what is important about your narrative essay. Now, as an example, I have taken a topic just to tell you something brief about. The topic of the essay is the unexpected gift. An unexpected gift. Okay? You might have read this kind of stories early, you might have heard, okay, or you could imagine. If you have the power of imagination, then leave out, open your wings of imagination, and it will go and it will help you to write. Okay, so now here I just want to tell you about one person, Mr. Manoj. Okay. He is the manager of a factory. He is manager of a fabric manufacturing factory, textile mill. cloth manufacturing, making factory. And he has about 50 to 60 workers under him. He is in charge of this. These 50 to 60 people report to him, and he is a manager of that. He is a very hardworking, very sincere, okay, very devoted a person. Everyone likes him. Even his higher level of management is very happy about him, and everything was going on well. Maybe out of jealousy, 2-3 people, dirty chaps, they get together and then they decide to spoil the name of Mr. Manoj, the fame and name that he has in the factory. So they make some foul plays. Either they damage some machineries, or they steal some clothes, or they make some malpractice in the store entries, whatever it is, that you can decide when you write. So like that, they made some foul play. And for this, the higher management called Mr. Manoj, and he was reprimanded. He was given a firing, okay, and a lot of arguments went on. Finally, he said, the management told him, if something goes wrong like this hereafter, it will risk your job here. That means he will lose his job. Like that was told him. So Manoj, being a hard-working person and very sincere person, he had a few people with him whom he could trust. So he got caught of these people, and he said, we'll make an inquiry and find out who it is. At the inquiry, at the end, he found 3 people who were responsible. He called them, he shouted at them, or he fired at them, or he reprimanded them, and he said, if something happens hereafter, you will be sent out from the factory. What he was told by his senior management, he said. And for some time it was all right. Again, similar incident happened. He caught these 3 people again, and he suspended them. When he suspended, his co-workers, showing sympathy, started strike, and there was a lot of problems in the factory to take these 3 people back. Neither he nor his senior management was willing to take them, and the strike was on. One group of people working and one group of people striking. It went on. There was no chance of any negotiation. And one fine day, what happened? One afternoon, let's say, or one morning, one person walks into Mr. Manoj's office and gives a nice gift paper wrapped gift box to him, and he walks away. Manoj was surprised, and at the same was happy. He was wondering why he was being given a gift like that. So he called 1 or 2 of his trustworthy workers, and he opened the box. It was very pathetic. Though it was supposed to be a joyful moment, he finds his younger son's head cut and wrapped in that box. He was shocked, fainted down. He was taken to the hospital, and then that was the climax of the story. You can stop there, or you can continue with saying that no, he was taken to the hospital, he was all right, and where he was constituted, these 3 people were arrested. All that you can talk about. Okay, so that's how you can think of writing an essay like this, or making a story on an incident. Fine, thank you.